Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a look using one of the newest palettes that I've purchased recently, and that is the Bad Habit Athena palette. First things first, can I just say that Bad Habit knocked it out of the park with this palette. It just feels like a luxury item. It's in a like cardboard material. It's kind of like the Modern Renaissance or Subculture palettes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it came in a really nice box. Like the cardboard was embossed and it was just beautiful. I really had a hard time believing that I had only spent $12 on this product. It has also been theorized that this is a dupe of Huda Beauty's Desert Dusk palette, and frankly it's not a theory, it has to be. There's no other way to explain it. The colors are precisely the same. The layout's a little different, but the colors are the same. And speaking of the colors, look at this. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. I just couldn't deal. Alright, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my eyes using the Milani Eye Primer. I had lost faith in eye primers for a while because the one that I had forever was the Wet n Wild eye primer. Like from the Fergie line that long ago. But it had gone south and dried up a little bit and just misbehaved entirely. They made my concealer and foundation look terrible if I accidentally smudged it under my eyes. Just awful. But this stuff is pretty good. I was really happy with it. Or am really happy with it. Oh, did I mention that the Athena palette has like a humongous mirror? I probably shouldn't show the mirror too much because then it'll show all the junk in my filming room. And I can hear my husband screaming now. I'm going to set like my brow bone area with just like a nude colored shadow, and for this I'm going to be using Coastal Scents Chamois Nude. And I'm just going to brush it on with some no-name brush I got from Amazon a long time ago. I actually really like this brush set. I use it a lot. This will just make blending a little easier. And for my transition shade, I'm going to be using Colourpop's Pressed Shadow in Wake Up Call. And to add that to my crease, I'm going to be using an ancient Sigma SS217, which it is named something different now. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I will put it down in the description box. I'm not even going to worry about blending that out yet, I have plenty of time. Alright, next I'm going to go into my crease. I'm going to start with Valor. It's like this orangey, peachy matte shade here. And I'm just going to use the same brush that I used to put my transition shade in. Ooh, very pigmented. So I tap a little bit of that off. Okay. Woohoo! That's highlighter orange. Next I'm gonna go in with Lore. It's this one here. It's like a matte burnt orange sort of color that is frankly a little intimidating. And I'm just gonna go in with my Jessup 227 Luxe Soft Definer, lightly tapping that brush into that color. I'm going to add it a little more into my crease transition area, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I just kind of like wag the brush in the pan's direction and I have too much. Next I'm going to go in with Justice. It's like a matte royal purple. For this I'm going to use the Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer. It's really fluffy. Just kind of start adding that to the outer third of my eye. This may be not the right brush for this. No, it's not. Use something a little denser. Let's try again using my Real Techniques 201 crease brush. Same color, same spot. Much better. Actually, to hell with it. Let's just shade the entire eye. Go big or go home. Like the outer 2/3. Do you see how it just like melts into itself? God, this palette is gorgeous. I'm gonna take Wisdom, and I'm gonna take my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush and start working that a little bit into like the outer V. You're not, like, conventional wisdom, no pun intended, says that you're not supposed to use shimmer shadows in your outer V, but I want to, so I'm going to. Okay, so that didn't work. Must be one of those like shade toppers. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to take Power, actually. I'm going to start with Power. It's like a rusty red matte color. And let's work that into the outside of the eye a little bit. The joys of having hooded eyes. Kind of have to like really make sure I'm putting these pigments in the right spot, otherwise they just get swallowed up. Going to take a slightly less fluffy blender brush. This is the Elizabeth Mott blending brush, because I don't want to move the color too far. Just kind of want to blow out the edges a little bit. Yes, I know I have eyeshadow everywhere. I film in like this tiny little spare bedroom in my house, and my blending brush, when I tried to put it back in the cup, went rogue and fell out. I had to like climb behind all of my equipment to get it, because it's a little crowded in here. But yeah. I'm going to go in with Clever. This shade here, it's like a matte chocolatey brown. I'm just going to take another Ancient Sigma SS219, also called something else now, but I don't know what that is. And this works very well with Power, the shade Power. They have the same undertones, very warm, so they complement each other very well, and using Power first before Clever allowed the brown shade to not like stick out like a sore thumb. The red tones of Power did some of the heavy lifting. A trick that I learned a while back, and I don't even remember where it was to hold brushes when you're blending by the very tip and just kind of swirl, and it will blend that much easier. And it's true. It works. It honestly works much better, instead of just like the standard windshield wiper motions, just teeny tiny little circles. Okay, for my inner corner, I'm going to use this shade here, Epic. It's like a duochrome bluish purple color on a little angled brush from e.l.f. I'm just gonna put this on my inner corner. I kind of want to play with glitter. I got the new Supernova shadows from Colourpop, and I think I'm gonna use one on top of my eyes, just because I want to play with them and I haven't been able to yet because glitter is so not practical. I think I will use From the Valley. It's like this bluish lavender shade. Like, look at this. Look. It's like a purple blue reflect. So pretty. And I'm just gonna use my finger for this. There we go. First I thought I wasn't putting any down. Then I turn my head. Like, look at that, look at that. Like over top the purple, it's just highlighting purple. Ah, I'm in love. And since I'm gonna be wearing lashes, I'm gonna be using the matte, it's the matte liquid liner from NYX. I'm just gonna put that along my lash line. I'm not committed to the idea of a winged liner with this look. Just something for my lash band to sit on. You might have noticed that I didn't do my bottom lash line yet with anything really, because I do my foundation and concealer second compared to my eyes, because if I have any fallout on my cheeks, I don't want that to ruin my base makeup. So, I don't know if you can hear her in the background, but my dog's out there. She just woke up from her umpteenth nap for the day. She's out there rolling around on the carpet, scratching her back, making god-awful, ridiculous noises. And now she just ran downstairs. Alright, I have already primed my face. I used a little bit of the MAC Strobe cream. This is just a little sample. I think they send like one of these to everybody who ever orders from the MAC site, just to give my skin like some glow and some bounce. This stuff is actually really good for your skin. And she just jumped back on the bed in the bedroom to take another nap. For underneath my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 5. This stuff oxidizes really badly. What would normally be my shade would be the Light 20. Yes. Hi, Princess. What? I'm getting the potty face. Like, when she decides that she needs to pee. Yeah, you know that word, don't you? Do you need to visit the garden, Your Majesty? Duty calls. Decided to ditch the headband. It was giving me a headache. Took the dog outside and she had a good poop, and now she's like running around like a mad woman. Mad dog. Okay, I'm gonna take that concealer and bring it down under my eyes. Blend this out with a mini sponge from EcoTools. This also affords me the opportunity to clean up that shadow a little bit. Dark circles are bad tonight. Now she's gonna lay down and take a nap. And she's gonna nest in the blankets. And now she's gonna sit there and look at me like the princess she swears she is. Anybody else have like really like snotty pets? I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. And this is in 110, but this is a little light for me. So, to help it, I have the shade 120, which is too dark for me, by a great deal. What the heck, Maybelline? So, I'm just gonna kind of combine the two. Let's just dot this all over the place. Normally I'd just like mix this on the back of a lid of something, but I just don't feel like it. Tonight's lazy. This is the NYX blending sponge, which I love it. Faked myself out and grabbed my little thing that I use to blend foundations on. It's just like a jar lid. And just dab a little lar. It's like 1:2 ratio. And you don't need very much of this stuff for it to just cover everything from your discolorations and scars. Clear down to that deep dark secret that you swore that you would take to the grave. It will cover that shit up. For contour, going to use the Fenty Beauty Stix Matte Skin Stick. I think that's what it's called. Yes. In the shade Amber. Just a contour. And I'm going to set my under eyes with the Coty Airspun powder in translucent extra coverage. Dog's back. And set my under eyes with the Real Technique setting brush. Which, if there were ever a more versatile brush than this brush, I don't know what it is. There isn't one, I'm convinced. I'm just going to take my butter bronzer and bronze up my face. It's an EcoTools powder brush. Also ancient. I'm going to be going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Powder in Strike a Pose Rose. This is discontinued. And I love this product. This makes me so sad. And I'm going to use my EcoTools Sheer Blush Brush. For highlighter, I felt like gold was the only thing appropriate with this sort of look. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in the shade Prosecco Pop. I used to think that the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed powder were just way too much, but no. Okay, now that my face is done, I'm going to go ahead and do the under part of my eyes. And just get to like the midpoint of my eye. Because the way my face is constructed, if I go any further in, I just look weird. Go in a little bit lower. And just put the Becca highlighter on my inner corner. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Epic just to bring it all together. That's the eye look. I'm actually going to go ahead and do my brows and curl my lashes and whatnot off camera, and then I'll be back. I went ahead and lined my waterline. I'm tight lined with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. And for mascara, I used the Covergirl Clump Crusher, waterproof. And I'm going to go in with the House of Lashes Featherette lashes. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I did a nude lip just because the rest of my face is so dramatic. And for this I used the Maybelline Color Sensational in the shade 920 Nude Lust. And this is like one of my holy grails. So, that's all I have for this look tonight, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Alright guys, bye.